Hey, how are you? How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, Sharon. Hey, Samara. Hello, Deanna. Hello. I've been waiting for a live from you. I know, it's been a while, guys. I'm sorry. it's been a crazy, amazing, perfect couple weeks. Oh, hello from Australia, Melbourne. Hello, Aurora. Hello from Greece. I am doing amazing. That's what I love to hear. Hello, Sophie, Emily. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Sunshine. Hi from China. Hello. Hello from Japan. What's up, bro? What's up? What's up from Brazil? Oh my God, I love you guys. It is a Saturday night. I just went out with a friend tonight. We went down by Tokyo Bay. How's your back now? It's getting there. A lot. I mean, it's perfect, right? It's perfect. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I'm sitting right now, so that's everything's good. Everything is good. So hello from Kenya. Hello. All right, guys. How can I help you tonight? Throw me some questions. Throw me anything so we can have a nice little chat tonight. It's a beautiful night tonight. It is. The weather in Tokyo has been amazing. I think it's really cool that you speak Japanese. Thank you. You've got me back into IM discourse and I'm connected to my IM. Yes. Hello from Germany. Hello. You know, it's really cool living in Japan, like, especially when I went to international, well, I mean, it's Japanese university, but an international university, but you make so many friends from so many different countries and you just realize that everyone is the same. I mean, of course we're the same because we're all consciousness, but just here for the vibe. That's what I'd love to hear, guys. I have a really good video actually coming out, I think tomorrow night probably, but I had three major SP successes, but 2 came when I made the video and a third one came after, so it's not going to be in this video. But again, guys, it's you just decide your reality and that's it. In the face of everything, you just decide. So, but I mean, it's going to be a really quick conversation if you guys don't have anything you want to talk about. Can you please talk about EIYPO and how exactly do we select desired versions of people? Thanks. Okay, so everyone is you pushed out. Okay, what you guys need to realize, I'm going to make this as simple as possible for you. You are reality. And everyone within your reality, everyone has their own individual point of consciousness. So I like to talk about, if you look at this curtain behind me, okay, this is consciousness. This white curtain is consciousness. And when you close the curtain over the consciousness, there's all those little stars over it. So the same light is shining through from the one unified whole, but each individual star is its own individual point of consciousness. So here is you, here's your, I don't know, colleague, your SP, blah, 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 blah. And each individual point of consciousness, everyone has their own unique, some people you can call it a vibration, an essence, whatever it is, but it never dies. It goes on forever and ever and ever. So based on your thoughts and assumptions about yourself, the person, the world, everything, that person, if it's an SP, they could be married to somebody else in their reality, but in your reality, they have no free will over how they show up in your reality, but in their reality, they have free will over how they're selecting or what they're doing in their world. So there's like a cross intersection, but everyone has their own little reality bubble. And I know that it sounds insane until obviously you guys are here for reasons, so it's probably not too insane to you. But once you start playing with this and you start experimenting with it, you see that literally you could be in the face of a circumstance and you just switch how you're perceiving that circumstance, and it melts right in front of your eyes. I hope that made sense. But everyone is coming out of you in the sense that everyone has their own individual point of consciousness, but how they are showing up in your reality is based on what you're believing about them and everything else in your world. Okay? Okay, I figured that one, or I finished that one, guys. I'm a little bit tired today. I'm believing more in gonna practice rather than practice. I'm believing more in God and I speak to him rather than practice my affirmations. It's fine. You are God, sunshine. You are, once again, God is consciousness. There's nothing outside of consciousness. Again, I can't talk. If you want to think about it as God, fine, but it's nothing. It's not a power outside of you. You are one with that power. You are one with all of consciousness. Wherever a part of God is, all of God must be. Wherever one part of this God is, all of that God must be. Okay, so you can go into the affirmations. The only thing about affirmations and processes, sorry, I don't want to cover Luffy. The only thing about affirmations and processes is we're doing the affirmations, the processes, the scripting, whatever it is, as a way to focus our attention as consciousness. That's it. That's all it is. We're not giving power to the processes. We're thinking as consciousness, and it's like your superpower. Like you're literally, that's how you focus your awareness on what you want to experience. Okay? I hope that answered your question, sunshine. Okay. Oh, thank you. I know, was it Stephanie? I can't see who sent the super chat. I'm going to get to you when I go down, but I will promise I'll get to your question. Okay. I'm just going to go straight down as we go. I have a question while I'm focusing. Yeah. So someone asked, I have a question while I'm focusing on my manifestation moment to moment. I still have negative thoughts lingering, but I don't focus on them. Is this okay? Yeah. Go to I made a video called The Levels of Consciousness. And it's not really the levels of consciousness. It's all just one consciousness. It should be called maybe the levels of understanding of consciousness, but it's the levels of your I am is literally at the top of the consciousness change. The consciousness chain. Sorry, again, my mind is like, so there's all of consciousness and then there's your I am. Consciousness is level 7. Your I am is level 6. You are one with consciousness. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, whatever else is level 3. Okay, most people live their lives in the 3D on level 1 and they start manifesting from level 1 upwards. And the problem is you never get to level 7. You might have like a moment, but you're never really knowing yourself as consciousness. You need to go to level 7 and you realize those thoughts, those feelings, they're always changing. And anything that is changing in your reality is just another condition. Whether it's an inner condition or circumstance of thoughts and feelings, or an outer condition or circumstance of people, events, whatever you're going through. It's all circumstances. The only thing that is never changing is that changeless one reality of consciousness. Anything that changes is not real. It's not the true reality. It's a real experience of reality, but anything that is changing, you cannot build a foundation on anything but your I am. Because your I am is the only thing that is one with all of consciousness. So to answer your question, just ignore the thoughts. Don't give them any, they don't matter. They literally don't matter unless you say they matter. You would have no power over me unless it was given from above, unless it was given from your I am consciousness, unless you thought power into those thoughts, they don't have any power. They're just thoughts. That's it. Stephanie, I appreciate the time you take with me. Oh, Stephanie, thank you. I'm going to keep going up. I don't know if you asked a question, but if you have a question, please. Okay. I love you guys so much. Honestly, I was so confused before I find this channel. Thank you. I'm glad. It was a long journey for myself. How do you get in touch with the I am state? My understanding is the power of now from Eckhart Tolle, but I'm curious about how do you view practice it. Okay, so Eckhart Tolle, I have a lot of thoughts on Eckhart Tolle. I think a lot of spiritual teachers, forgive me guys, but I think a lot of people make this so much more fucking difficult than it needs to be. And a lot of these people like get to this woo-woo state and they just talk in droves that it's so hard to fucking understand them. I read The Power of, The Power of Now years ago, and I couldn't understand what the fuck this guy was saying half the time. And I lost a lot of respect for him when I saw him. I'm not gonna shade anybody, but there's some false prophets out there. And I saw him, I think maybe like a year or 2 years ago, I don't remember, but he went on somebody's podcast and he clearly was not speaking from an enlightened place at that moment. Now, again, he's coming out of my reality, so I don't know. But all it is I can't remember what the question was. I'm going off of my little ADHD. Power of now. Hold on. Okay, so you have to, how do you get in touch with your I am? You have to literally sit there and contemplate your I am. Like, take time to literally think about it. It's not a state that you get to. You are already in that state. Your entire world is already being created from your awareness and your consciousness. All you're doing is taking time to sit there every day, whether it be through affirming it, I don't know, scripting it, whatever it is. You just have to sit there and literally like think about, okay, if I'm creating my entire world and I created everything up until this point, you can literally backtrack and just think of, okay, I manifested this experience in my life. What were the thoughts, or where was my awareness before this happened? You can literally backtrack. And if you take time to do that, you will see that you've created everything up until this exact moment. That's all you have to do. That's the whole secret to, that's it. So you never really like fall out of the I am state. You create the experience by telling yourself you think you fell out of it, because your mind, the 3D illusion, it's supposed to be very tricky, right? If it wasn't believable, then it wouldn't work. It has to be the perfect illusion. And that's why a lot of people, even when you get to a really high level, you start to fall asleep again, and then you wake up again, and then you fall asleep again, because it's made to try and pull you back into it. Everybody has those moments. Even coaches that I talk to, people, they will have a moment, and then it's just about, wait a second, I know I'm creating this. Okay. Okay. Then you take a second, you refocus your awareness back to being the I am, and then you go from there. Okay? Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. Scrolling up, 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 scrolling up. Zach, since there's only now, can we never think of bad past circumstances again, or we shift back? Yeah, Vicky, I did a video on that. If you're thinking about a bad past circumstance and you're believing, remember, you're existing in all circumstances. You're existing in all pasts. So when you start to say, I had this past, you will continue to have that past. That's it. You're choosing that you had it. A past is just a mental image. It's a memory. What is a memory? It's a mental image that you select and you choose. So if you, in this moment of now, are existing in all probable pasts, presents, and futures, because time is not real, it's all just right now, throwback to Eckhart Tolle, it's all just a moment of now. And if right now you're saying, I had that past, that's the only past that I had, and that's the past I'm identifying with, it doesn't matter if it was 5 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago, 30 seconds ago, 5 years ago, it doesn't matter. You're selecting it and you're saying, that was the past that I had, and then you're dragging it to the present. You could just as easily say, actually, I had this past, and your mind's going to say, no, you didn't. And you're going to have to sit there and eventually you're going to have to sit there and get to this knowing to say, no, I actually had this really good past. I have a video coming out hopefully tomorrow night, but I used to do videos a lot more easily, but now I do the subtitling, and it's not just me working on the videos, so it takes a little bit more time. But I had this client, and his dad left his family when he was, I think, 17. Didn't hear anything from his dad. Went back, chose new past. His dad reached out after 6 years, within 12 hours of us talking. Like, you select all the time that you exist in. That's it. Okay? I know I'm talking a little bit in circles tonight because I'm a little bit overtired. It's been a really fun weekend. Okay. Are there any exercises we can practice, get back to our I am selves whenever we are anxious, start to lose faith in the law? Yeah, what I just said. Go back and literally think about what you've created. Have like a list of things you've created in your life with the awareness. So it's like every time you start to be like, oh, I'm falling for the illusion. Oh, wait, nope, I created this, I created this, I created this, I created this, I created this. Guys, I created this house in Japan, in Tokyo, no less. Like literally the best part of Tokyo. I had less than $500 in my bank account 6 years ago. And now I own a house as a non-Japanese person. Like, it literally is you choosing. So when you start to, it's not just the good things, the bad things, all of it. Like, write down the major things that you've manifested in your life, and where was your awareness? Be brutally, authentically honest with yourself. Where was your awareness before these things started manifesting? That's it. Okay? I really hope I'm making sense. My mind is like... Okay, time is not linear or not real, so we think every time we get instant result, or how should we think, because 3D experience, there's that delay. Okay, so here's the thing about delay, guys. I'm going to make a video about this eventually, but there is no delay, okay? There's no delay. When you declare that you are a version of yourself now, and you are in that reality now, you instantly are in that reality now. You instantly go to that reality, and your entire world, the quantum field, the quantum wave, whatever, there's all these different words, the wave collapses, whatever you want to call it, it starts to mold and literally reshape itself around who you are being. But then when you start to say, actually, nope, you're right, I was that person. Actually, nope, we did have that conversation. Nope, I actually did have that breakup. Nope, blah, 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 blah. You then literally like stop it from shifting and go back. I did a video on this where you're just on like a sailboat and you're never reaching land. You're just going around in circles, never getting to your destination because you're not staying in the consciousness of being that person long enough for things to conform. That's it. That's literally it. So time, you need to sit there and just, you need to contemplate it. You need to actually contemplate, okay, if I'm creating time, what does that mean? Like sit with yourself in contemplation. Everyone's always in such a rush to get something that they don't take enough time to just sit and think about these things. Like literally think about it. Okay, I'm creating time. What does that really mean? 10 minutes a day, just sit with yourself and just think about everything that you're learning. And like what's the English, Japanese is fukushu, review everything that you've learned and put it into the context of your life. And then just tell yourself, okay, I'm getting this perfectly. Every day I understand this more and more. Every day I already get this perfectly. And you might have a day where you're like, oh my God, I had such a bad day and now I forgot how to use this law and blah, 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 blah. But eventually, if you keep telling yourself the story long enough, eventually you're going to wake up one day and you're going to actually really buy this pearl. Okay? I hope that answered your question. Also, is it weird that some days I don't get negative thoughts at all? It's the greatest feeling ever, and I feel like my manifestation is inevitable. No, that's called the Sabbath. Why would that be weird? You're in the Sabbath. It means you don't care because you've already given it to yourself. I just heard that a family friend died, so that version gone back to consciousness, but other versions of them alive in other realities. Is that correct? Yes. I mean, that's the way I understand it. That's the way that I've learned it through all my years of studying, is that your point of consciousness can't die. Okay? You don't go back to the sea of consciousness. Some people think that you do, and you have multiple lives, you keep being reborn. If time is not real, I personally, it's my belief, this moment just keeps going on and on and on forever. You've already died a million times in all these different realities. You're dying daily a million times a second. Like there are billions of realities and you're dying all the time. In your 3D experience, the version that you're aligned with right now, that person has made their physical transition, okay? It's my belief, and I've talked to other clients and people can, I mean, I haven't experienced this, and maybe it's because I don't necessarily want to, but I've, you'll find success stories of anything. That's all I can say. There's people who have apparently shifted to other timelines where that person never made the transition. So yes. And keep in mind, I've had friends and I've lost people. Consciousness, you can still connect with those people in consciousness. You can still literally go into your imagination and have very, very lucid experiences, dreams, whatever you want to call it, where you actually just talk to these people. They never really leave. If you really get to this and you have that experience, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But you don't necessarily need to. I'm trying to put this out there without sounding like absolutely insane, because I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, you don't go anywhere. You just don't go anywhere. Your consciousness never goes anywhere, and this goes on forever and ever and ever and ever. We've all died a million times. Hi, Zach. What if you've had challenges zeroing into what you want? The desire is clarity for work and life. Just go to the end of being satisfied and successful in everything that you've done, work and life. Just say every day, I am free, healthy, powerful, rich, wealthy, love, whatever it is. Go to your end of just being happy. And then go to your mind will, if you go to the end of just the feeling of being happy and fulfilled and successful and free, that's what we all want, right? If you, and in love, if you go to have one scene, it could just be a friend talking to you and you just feel into that of a friend. I've never seen you so happy. Your life just is so amazing. Every day you just get, your life just amazes me every day, whatever it is. Congratulations. That's the Neville route. Congratulations. Have a friend congratulate you. Whatever it is, you will go to that reality where things will unfold, and every step of the unfoldment, you just have to say, it's perfect. It's perfectly unfolding to my end of being all there is and being happy, and you will be led there. That's it. Okay? Sorry guys, I don't know if you guys have done lives, but you have to scroll up. I'm still trying to learn that we create time and how things take time to show up. Do I just repeat to myself that I am whenever my desire is, whenever it's materialistic or not? Remember what I just said. When you go to, I'm not going to move my finger from here. When you declare you're in that reality, you go to that reality now. And as long as you keep your consciousness there and just keep telling yourself, I'm already there, no matter what you see, it's all unfolding perfectly. It must. That's it. Okay? Hey, Zach, how do you step into the God mode? You have to keep reminding yourself every day. I am all there is. Sit with it. Contemplate it. I decided the only affirmation for SP I'm going to say is he is showing up for me as the best version of himself and he is all about me. That's, Rachel, listen, that's fine. But you're still making it about the SP. You need to put yourself at the center and make this a choice. You are choosing the version of yourself who everyone revolves their life around you. Why wouldn't they? You are literally the center of your reality. That's where you need to put your focus, guys. It's not about the SP. It's about you existing in that love, radiating out that love because you are that love to everything in your reality, everyone in your reality, and they will be there. I promise you. I promise you. So happy I spoke to you yesterday. Already feeling the shifts. Can't wait to tell you about them. Flow states, I love you too. You guys are amazing. The coaching calls, oh my God. You guys, like, the success is like, I get kind of shocked. I had the guy with his dad. We had the call at like 8:30 p.m., I think. And I woke up and my phone at 5 a.m. was like, I just got a message from my dad. Oh my God. It's crazy. I love talking to you guys. I literally just love talking to you guys. And I love spreading this knowledge. I love being able to kind of help you guys identify very quickly where your awareness has been and helping you choose again. Because again, it's not about the things you want. It's all about you. That's it. Okay. I keep seeing like questions that I want to get into, but I want to go down the list to be fair. What are some of the best ways to work on self-concept? Rachel, watch my last video. It's not about working on self-concept. You don't have to reprogram anything. The only self-concept you need is I am. Remind yourself daily, I am that I am. I am all there is. Whatever resonates with you. I just did a video on I am is the only self-concept that you need. Go watch that. Will you talk about handling frustration, i.e. listen, hear old story, I know the truth, so knock it off? Ever had those moments? Of course I've had those moments. Of course. Guys, every coach has those moments. I get coaching clients. Like that's the whole point of this reality, right? Again, when you have that, it's all about reminding yourself that this is an experience of reality, but the truth is behind the illusion. This is an illusion, right? There's a truth behind this illusion, and the truth is, it is all consciousness. So when something pops up in your reality, you can say to yourself, okay, that's popping up because my awareness must have been somewhere that created this. And I know it's the most frustrating thing because you will literally know your awareness has been somewhere and then something shitty pops up and then you want to fight with it, but really you know that your awareness was there, that your thoughts were going there. And then because that thing popped up, now you're trying to fight the thing rather than change your awareness. That's why when things are going good and things are going bad, whatever things are going, you just have to keep telling the story. And no matter what pops up, it's like a kid throwing a fit at a grocery store. You see those moms where their kid is just like screaming and they want the attention, and the mom is, maybe this is just Japan, but the mom is just ignores the kid and just, whatever, I'm shopping, I'm too busy. You have to literally look at your mind as a 3-year-old throwing a temper tantrum. You can be here, you can throw your fit, but I'm not going to give you any power. That's how you handle the old story popping up. Why do we sometimes get the opposite of what we manifest? Well, you're not, because your awareness has been on the opposite story long enough. And usually what's really happening is you're not being truthful or authentic with yourself of where your awareness actually is. Your awareness is somewhere else. And then, as I just said, you'll get the opposite thing pop up and you act like it's a surprise. But really, oftentimes, what most people don't understand is where their awareness has really been up until this point. And where it is daily. You usually have stories in the back of your head you're telling yourself from childhood, from whenever in your life, that are constantly running and creating, but they are not up to the light of awareness. Now, again, it's not about reprogramming the subconscious mind. I will say this until I'm blue in the face. It's about realizing you are existing in all identities, in all realities right now, And as the I am consciousness, as the individualized center of your world, you have the power to choose. It's about choosing daily. Okay? Okay. I hope that answered your question, Stephanie. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Stephanie's question a little before, but I answered Stephanie's. Stephanie, I do hope that I answered your question. I manifested my SP back after 1.5 years. We dated for a few months and everything was beyond perfect, but now they stopped contact out of the blue. Is this just my old story trying to stay alive? Nothing's ever out of the blue. It's always out of you. So you have a story somewhere, and I can't, unless I talk to you one-on-one, it's very hard to identify like what your whole situation is, but you have a story somewhere in your life where you either don't feel like you're prioritized, or you feel like people are going to leave you, or you feel like you're not important enough, or whatever it is. And no matter what you do to change a story about somebody else, because you're not realizing that you are the center of your reality, those old subconscious stories that are not even in the light of your awareness, you're not even aware that you're thinking them, are still creating, because your awareness in its totality is always creating. So you need to be aware of, what am I actually thinking about myself, about others, about the world, about love, about myself in relation to love. And then you have to choose a new past and then stick with the current story and then go from there. That's it. Remember, it's really not about the SP ever. Why don't you and Eric have a live together? We've been trying. It's gonna happen. We talk pretty frequently. It's gonna happen. We talk almost daily, actually, but we'll have a live together at one point. It's just a matter of, he's in the West Coast. I'm on Japan time. LMAO, before I clicked on this live, I thought exactly about how you as awareness will backtrack manifestations to their thoughts because of how aware you are. So TOS peak. TOS? I'm thinking terms of service. Not LOA related question, Zach. Would you ever consider making some videos about life in Japan, Japanese culture? Yeah, I've thought about that, like on a different channel. I think that, I mean, I know it's my channel, I can do what I want, but I think that's going to be really weird if people are like watching me for my life in Japan and then they switch over to, you know, what the hell is this kid going on about? I've thought about it. I want to see how this goes with this, and then maybe as a side project just for fun. My life right now, I'm just going to be really honest with you guys. I wake up, I do coaching from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Then I work from 9:30 a.m. to around 6:30, 7 p.m. And then I have coaching from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then I have 1 hour free time, and then I go to bed. And then I have weekends where I have different coaching options. But the more coaching I get, and the more this goes into a flow, eventually I want to do this full time just so I can reach as many people as possible. But right now it would just be like me, Ranma, my life. I've heard Tom mention Bashar many times. A weird thing Bashar said was, human cannot get every single thing they want, only relevant thing. Weird that sometimes we talks truth and sometimes don't. Listen, there's no perfect guru out there, right? That's why I am so apprehensive to just be like, Neville is Neville. Neville's great. I love Neville. Neville, I think, is one of the most profound teachers there is. But I do think if Neville was alive today, his teachings would still be evolving. It's not every teacher is saying the same thing from different perspectives, but Bashar is still a human. Okay? Bashar, or whatever his name is. I don't know I forget if it's Bashar's the alien thing he's channeling or whatever it is, but take what you think is real, take what you don't think is real. It's still your reality. So if you think that you get everything you want, then you will get everything you want. If you think that Bashar is the holy one and he's the one telling you, and he's the one who's dictating what you get in your life, that's going to be your reality. It's your reality. That's it. That is it, my friends. But you have to be aware of being awareness, because that is your true self. Once again, become aware of being awareness. Correct. He's like, hey, Belia. Belia. It's a really cool name. How should I deal with dreams of my SP with other partners? Is there meaning in those dreams? No, only if you give it meaning. If you say it has meaning, guys, dreams mean shit. Everything only has a meaning that you give it. That's it. That is it. Dreams, conversations, Whatever it is, nothing has meaning unless you give it meaning. Really digest that truth. Instantaneous says it's supposed to be. I'm just sitting down with my first cup of coffee. I've had way too much coffee today and not enough sleep. What do you do when you feel super triggered and afraid in relation to SP? Again, are you existing in the love of your desire or the fear and lack of your desire? If you're existing in the fear and lack of your desire, that's because you're not actually loving your SP. You're not actually loving and existing in the love of what you want. You're existing in the fear that you're not going to have it. And that's always coming from usually your triggers from either childhood or wherever it was of the perceived 3D only past experience that you think you had. And that's what created the subconscious beliefs that are now running in the back of your mind. The whole point is to bring this to awareness, understand you're creating all of it, and then you're choosing, and then choose again. Accept it. That's no longer my story. Let it dissipate into the quantum field. Then you choose again who you are from moment to moment to moment. Dreams mean nothing. Nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Exactly. I can't say this name. Arlesia, that's a really cool name. Arlesia Raymond. Dreams have no meaning unless you say they do. Exactly. Exactly the eternal moment. Is it normal to be in the Sabbath but also still have thoughts coming in from old self? Then you're not in the Sabbath. Yeah, thoughts, you will have thoughts, but if you have a thought, you have to literally have the wherewithal to say, this is just a thought, this isn't what I'm buying into, this isn't who I am. And then you just go back to who you want to be. Your cells pop in and out of reality numerous times per second. Yep, your whole body does. Your whole body does. Thank you, you're welcome. Esther Hicks always emphasizes on this. Yeah, Esther Hicks, man. She was actually if you want to talk about the real first coach, that was back in 2018. I was visiting, I think it was for a friend's wedding back in New York, and my buddy lives in Brooklyn. And he gave me, I think I have it right here. I can't remember if it was Asking and Is Given. I think it was Asking and Is Given. This was the first book I ever received. And my friend was like, you seem kind of weird. I think you'd be into this shit. And I went on this whole Esther Hicks journey. I listened to Esther Hicks for Abraham Hicks, Esther, for a long time. But I think that she's very bottom up. I've heard she's starting to expand a little bit more out. But again, I mean, she does have an MLA pyramid scheme. So I think there's a lot to what she says, but I think she makes it a lot more confusing, because then she can keep you buying her books and, going to her seminars. I love the current explanation. That is perfect. Are you going to do more anime references as when you did with One Piece? I have another video eventually that I'm going to do, and I'll give you a hint. It's not, I don't know when it's going to be, because I need to take time to think it out. It's a Japanese inspired show. And it's a hero element. That's all I will say. And there's a pretty deep meaning behind it, and I'm gonna go into that next. Anime in general, there's so many anime, and they're not all these inspired works. And sometimes there's some that have pieces of inspiration, but it's not fully inspired. Like Sailor Moon, One Piece, amazing. This other show that I'm gonna talk about, you guys are gonna be like, okay, I think it's gonna be fun. But yeah, as I think of them, as I'm noticing and I'm watching a show, absolutely I will. I'm one of those guys who watches the same show, reads the same thing over and over again, but One Piece takes so much of my time. I just finished, for my One Piece fans, I just got out of Thriller Bark, and I'm currently on the I don't know the name of it in English, the female island. We got out of the mermaid island, now we're in the female island, and it's about the next volume, I think, is going into the Waterford. Is that what it's called? Hello from Europe. Hello. Oh, I think that's a Japanese name. For me, when you get opposite of your new. Yep. Hey, Zachary, just giving some love. Love your output, especially about time and focus perspective decision. Thank you. Rob. The circumstance is that my SP is hierarchy above me, and there is a little bit age gap. How would you approach the situation? Robert, it doesn't matter. What does that even matter? I don't know. I don't really know what you're asking. There's an age gap. What does that matter? What does anything matter? Your SP is you. Now, again, I don't know what you're actually thinking in the back of your head about relationships and why you think that would be an issue, but nothing's an issue unless you say it's an issue. Can you have 2 SP, or is that considered being double-minded because now is all there is? No, you can go to the end of having both people if you want to, but you need to not judge yourself for having that choice. You can also just say, I'm with the perfect SP out of these 2, and your mind will lead you to that person. Thank you, Zach. No problem. I'm so grateful to have spoken to you. It changed everything. You're one of my favorite people. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to speak with you too. Can you manifest pregnancy even if you don't know if you can have kids or spouse? Yes. Oh, yes. Pregnancy is like one of the easiest things to manifest from what okay. As a pregnant woman, no, just kidding. But from what I've seen being in this community for a long time, a lot of people do that. I manifested, I really shouldn't say this. I manifested one of my best friends turning her life and finding love, and I don't know how to really describe this, but it was this crazy thing that kind of, and I joke with her, I tell her all the time, I'm writing your life story. But she's completely found love and went through, and her whole life changed overnight. And now she's having a baby. She swore for years she was never going to have a kid, and now she's pregnant. And she's going to have the most beautiful little girl. As I live in the knowledge that I am source, I'm finding that thinking about my past makes me uncomfortable, and the past feels fuzzy in my mind. Is this a common thing? Yeah, but Tina, remember, you're choosing which past that you are identifying with. You exist in all past right now. So when you say I have that past, you're choosing that you had that past right now. Daryl Anka channels Bashar. Okay, thank you. If we are manifesting something we don't want, we must have a belief that we aren't aware of. Does that mean then that self-concept subconscious does need to be worked, reprogrammed? Yes and no. Okay, again, it's not reprogramming, because there's never going to be a moment where you reprogram long enough that your mind is like going to stay there forever. That's why people will reprogram. They'll get their SP, they'll get the money, they'll get whatever they want, and then their mind starts going back because they stop focusing. They stop putting their awareness consciously on what they want, and then they fall out of it or create the experience of falling out of it, and then they lose what they manifested in. So it's not reprogramming, it's just choosing daily. You need to be aware of what you're thinking and what you're choosing from moment to moment to moment, and then consciously and deliberately from moment to moment to moment, choosing again. Always, forever, and ever, and ever. It never ends. It never ends. The reason I don't like the term reprogramming is that makes it seem like there's an end to it, and then there's never an end. You're always going to be choosing. And the more you choose in your favor, the more dominant you start to go to that awareness as a habit. Everything is a perfect unfolding, no matter what circumstances are, because everything is perfect. Exactly. Yep. No, you are not your beliefs. You are the awareness behind those beliefs, thoughts, feelings, emotions. Yep. Whatever source I'm getting insight from, I just keep an awareness of whether the messages are empowering or limiting. I embrace it, releasing accordingly. Yep. Yes, I manifested having a baby. I was infertile, as doctors would say, and my ex-husband had the lowest sperm count ever. My son is turning 10 next month. Yes. That's exactly how it works, guys. You and Eric, the most perfect reflection. I love that guy. I honestly love that guy. We are each other's perfect reflection in so many ways. Could you expand, please, on how time is a human construct, but you actually change time by shifting the film roll? Such a banger for me. Thanks. So Rose, I don't know how with this question, I don't know what specifically or how you want me to embellish on it. Maybe I'll make another video on it. If you haven't seen it, it was the second video I ever made, and it was like a 30-minute video, and I had like no subscribers. I think I had like 3 subscribers, and I'm just on here like making videos because I love talking about this stuff. But time, you are creating time. Our belief in time. Time is just how we experience change in the changeless reality. Okay, the changeless reality of consciousness, we experience those changes and the physical, what we desire, through this construct of time that we create. The reason why it takes less time for some people to get instant manifestations is because they believe that it takes less time. They don't hold on to this thought of time and it's going to take all this time, because they are able to go to their I am and realize I am creating the time. That's it. You're the one who creates this experience of having a linear past, a linear present, and a linear future. But because everything already exists in consciousness, it's all past. It's the past, the present past, and the future past. It's all already past because it's all already created. It's just, what are you choosing now? That's it. I hope that, I mean, I didn't really know where you wanted me to go to with that, but I hope that helped. Guys, I was going to do an hour live, and I don't know, because this is, I love talking to you guys. Oh my God, there's so many more. Okay. Esther Hicks, haha. She's how I found the law as well. She's a good intro point. She is bottom up, totally. She is. All the power to her. Avatar, probably. Nope. Was Avatar Japanese inspired? The way I look at negative thoughts now is literally just looking at them as a passing thought that have no meaning other than just a thought. Yeah, that's exactly what OCD was. Even for CBT therapy, that's what they teach you. Zach, you've mentioned doing a video or videos on your journey. Are you still planning on doing so? Yeah, I am. I just don't want to make it all about me, because I don't know. It just feels a little bit, yeah, I will. I was thinking of doing one about how I manifested this house. Because I think that's a really fun one. And it really was like a crazy, like watching it's a perfect example of how I use the law. So I'll do that one. I don't know if I did one on Rama yet, my kitty cat, but he almost died, and I manifested him getting sick, sadly, and that was because I wasn't being aware of what I was being aware of, and then he got sick like within a week, and then he got healed. Now he's like a fat little chubber. That's so funny, LOL. I think Esther was one of the first who teach this. I got into as well, but she for sure makes things way more complicated than she needs to. The vortex, LMAO. Oh my God, don't even get started on Jester. Japanese inspired. There's only so many possibilities. Literally, like everything is inspired by Japan these days. Hey, I'm sorry if I'm taking your time, but I was watching Eric's video and he said to repeat the self-concept affirmations 3 times a day, and I've been robotically affirming. Is there any routine you suggest? Remember, the affirmations are not creating. Don't get caught on the affirmations. Go to your I am, and from there you're choosing using affirmations, using processes. But the more often you're putting your mind back there, I have another video I wrote down. I made a note to make a video. This is going to help you with that. But you need to just be practicing putting your awareness back to where you want to be. Blue Eye Samurai, maybe. I don't know what that is. I like you that you guys are guessing, though. I've had success by robotically affirming regarding SP, but they always leave. So please, can you help with this? That's because you're not actually being the person. You're affirming for them. You're not affirming for you. Here's the thing, Arzian. I don't like to say, book with me for coaching. Like, I'm not trying to do that, but the only way I can really narrow in on where your awareness has been is to actually talk to you one-on-one. So please feel free to reach out to me. I can give general knowledge here talking to you guys, but I can't be like, okay, well, this is what you've gone through. This is what. And when you literally sit there and talk, you'll see that everything that is going on with someone's SP is always linked back to the story they've been telling themselves about their entire lives up until that point. That's it. I rewatched Alta recently, and I can see little manifestation odds in it now. I think I saw the live action one. Is that the same thing? I don't know. Hi, Zach. Love your content. Can you do a video talking about SP? Thanks. I have two SP successes coming up in my next video. That's going to be out tomorrow. The Japanese subtitles are almost done. I hope you guys like the Japanese subtitles. I just think it looks cool. I want to reach an audience in Japan, and that's whenever that happens. Thank you, brother. You are the best, my man. You are the best, my friend. This is so much harder than it really is. You choose. Yeah, you're choosing for it to be hard. As a pregnant woman. I mean, the company we work for doesn't want their workers to date with each other, and I definitely made a huge deal about it mentally. Guys, no company wants workers to date each other. My first company in Japan, I can't say the name because I don't want to get sued, but everyone's dating each other. And there is, office drama and breakups in the office, and it was this whole drama. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters, guys. It doesn't matter. You're creating them saying that. Does that mean that subliminal messages don't mean anything? Meaning it doesn't matter which music you listen to. For I am, you can do whatever you want. I would be careful. I am going to make a video on that. That's on my list of videos, but I don't listen to anything sad. I just don't. My YouTube, I do YouTube, obviously, because I have YouTube Premium, but it's like YouTube music. At the end of the year, it says like, this is who you are. And it was like, you are so positive and you only listen to positive music. Guys, it does make a difference. If you're listening to sad songs all day, I mean, if there's any Swifties in here, I'm really sorry. But why do you think Taylor Swift keeps going through relationship to relationship to relationship all day? She's singing the same song, the same songs about broken relationships. Words have power. You see so many of these recording artists who don't have happy relationships, and the whole time they're singing these songs that are just sad songs. So they go in and they have these sad lives that repeat over and over and over and over again. Absolutely. If you're sitting there and you're singing along to a song, if you can be real and you can say this is going to have no effect over me, I would just go the other route and just listen to happy music because it makes me feel more powerful and happy anyways. So many manga anime have a lot of parallels here. Dragon Ball, Naruto, Akira. I love Akira. I love Akira. That was one of my first manifestations, was a limited edition leather Akira jacket. Outlaw Star, love that one too. Bleach, pretty much anything from Ghibli. Guys, all of them. Yes, you make the rules. Zach, I'll book a call with you just to show you my 90s Sailor Moon toys. LOL, I'm 34 and Sailor Moon was a huge here in Italy. I would, dude, do it. I have a Sailor Moon Eternal Sailor Moon figure in the back there because I just love Eternal Sailor Moon. She's like literally, I am consciousness to me. Like Zach says, you determine the meaning of everything. This is just gratitude, seriously. Thank you. Stephanie, thank you. Oh. Oh. Stephanie, that's so nice of you. It says I can reply, but I don't know. I'm afraid if I hit it, I'm just going to reply to you verbally, but thank you, Stephanie. I'm just happy you're here. How big is the age gap? It doesn't matter, K1. Don't even ask that question. Stop it. I just registered to the Time video again the other day. Funny you mentioned it. It's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. Just realized that you and Eric both have names more commonly spelled with C, but you both use K. Small but interesting synchronicity, as it were, Eric and Zach. I never thought about that. Yeah, my mom, my full name is spelled Zachary legally, but when I was a kid, my mom, I had this one memory in like preschool, and we had to learn how to spell our names, and she taught me to spell it Zack. And there's a very when I was growing up, the Power Rangers were massive, and the Black Ranger, he spelled his name Zack, and I just was like, oh my god, that's so cool, because like no one spells it that way, and I would always get people spelling my name wrong. It was like Zac, Zak. Like even like family members would like write me Christmas cards and they didn't know how to spell my name, and I just always laughed. I'll be whoever, you know. But Zack, I never thought that me and Eric had that synchronicity. I'll have to mention that to him. I want my pension payout early. I want my money, but the age thing is there now. How can I get it? I've been creating a scene where I see it in my bank account. Thanks. Samara, go to having it. Stop telling the story you don't have it. You already have it now, and just live. And just live as if you have it. Follow the script you're on now, knowing that you're already in that reality, and it will happen when it happens. Would love to catch a live with you and Eric. All right, guys, maybe I'll make a poll, and I'll use that and send it to him and say, listen, the people have spoken. Thank you. I just love any output you bring about it, and hearing you, of course it helps. If I'm getting this correctly, when you think of time, redirect your attention and just keep redirecting. Sometimes it's harder when bills are in my face. Yeah, but bills, source is always there. You are source. The bills will always be paid, guys. Zach, those videos about you, people will love. It is a way for us to get to know you. Okay. All right. I'll start making videos about me. I was with a friend tonight, and I was talking to her, and I was like, I can't believe I'm 35 because I don't feel 35. And she was just like, you've lived a lot in your 35 years. I've moved since I turned 19. I've just always been on the go. I lived in Jersey, Rhode Island, North Carolina, Philadelphia, Massachusetts, back to North Carolina, back to Rhode Island, Tokyo, and Tokyo in between, back and forth, and then all around Tokyo. I've lived a very full 35 years. So yeah, I'll start making videos about me. I'm always like nervous because it's, you know, I don't know. I'm not really nervous. I'm not nervous about. Is it possible to manifest money even though you don't work? Yep. Absolutely. Just go to having it. Affirmations exist so you can get back into the state, but it is still you as awareness starting doing it. Exactly. Zach is awesome in coaching. You will move forward by leaps and bounds. Trust me, he is amazing. Thank you, Balia. I love talking to you guys. I really do. Affirmations and most related practices are about training our habits of focus, thoughts, inner talking, attention, imagination, etc. Exactly. Hey, Zach, I'm affirming for my SP, but instead I have brought in 2 other guys. I want to explore those possibilities, but I don't want it to ruin my SP manifestation. Guide me. Lorena, I'll guide you the best I can, not without knowing your full situation. But so enjoy your life, live your life. Just say it's all leading to your SP anyways. It doesn't matter. Just say this is leading me to the most happy relationship with my SP, and this is a part of the unfoldment. And if you tell it is, then it has to be. That's it. Love the Japanese subtitles and think it's awesome the way it matches your hikari tattoo. That was the first tattoo I ever got when I was, I think, 21. Love the Japanese subtitles, and yes, please do content about your life in Japan. Love the Japanese culture. Okay, I will. You guys have already suggested me. I think your subtitles are too fast. Only a very fast reader could catch it all, unless your Japanese viewers are saying otherwise. I'd ask people if they're actually catching it all. I mean, they can slow it down. They can pause it. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'll talk to you know, the team and see how we can adjust it. But it's hard to talk about these concepts, and I want to get everything in, and we're using different ways of going about it. So I'll see. But the other thing is, with Japanese and with subtitling, it's an art. And someone who's done translation classes in university, especially with subtitling, if you watch something and I'm sure there's a lot of bilingual people here, but if you're watching, especially in Japanese or in English and Japanese, because I'll watch both with both subtitles, oftentimes they will take these messages and shorten it down, and you're missing a lot of the background of what they're actually saying. So you'll watch a show in Japanese that's really, really funny, but the subtitles are not very funny, or you'll watch a show in English, and this happens all the time, when you're watching like a show in English and the subtitle translation is so bad, but when they do the fukigai, or they do the dubbing in Japanese, it's way funnier. It's like a completely different show. It's because language it's really hard to like condense that message into a subtitle. I will be making videos in Japanese eventually soon. Again, I'm just juggling so many things, but that will happen, and I will put English subtitles when I do a Japanese video, so I don't alienate any of you guys, and you guys can listen to my Japanese and watch subtitles along. But thank you for. I'll see what we can do. Honestly, I'll see what we can do there. I love you guys. I love you guys. Can we have a link to your music playlist? I'm curious about what you listen to. Yeah, I can just make it public. I listen to a lot of like trance house. I have a manifestation playlist that has a lot of inspired songs that aren't necessarily written from, I don't think the artists even understand it. A lot of my music, like, you guys are gonna be like, okay, it's just all positive though. And I listen to the message behind the music. Christian music makes me cry, but feels so good to hear. Would this affect me manifesting my SP? No. But just as long as it's happy music and you're putting yourself at the center. Exactly, LOL. Taylor Swift is exactly the same to every one of us when it comes to awareness being your true self. So that also her case in every moment eternal. Yep. Thank you, Stephanie. Hi, Zach. I'm late. Oh, that's okay. This will be posted, I'm sure. Hey friend. Hi, Timeless Tales. Zach, is enough society, it's mine. Yep. If you can stay there, yeah, absolutely. That's the whole point of training your awareness to be able to do that. Why do I feel extremely terrible when I check the 3D, even if I get positive feedback? Stop checking 3D. Stop checking the 3D. Stop checking the 3D. That's all I'm going to say. Stop checking the 3D, because when you check the 3D, you become the version of yourself who's checking the 3D, and you're not going to have your manifestation. Stop checking the 3D. To change your past, it's easy just saying, thinking, that's not my past, anytime that negative thoughts from your past come up. Yeah, but you need, nature abhors a vacuum, so you have to have something there to take up that new past. That wasn't my past. This was my past. You have to choose something. I want to spend Christmas and New Year's with my SP. Then you already did. When you say return to I am, is it reminding yourself that you're one with source? Yep. Oh, thank you, Alicia. Oh, thank you. Hello. The sticker says hello. Do you know that says it in Japanese? That's so cute. It's a little pear. Oh yeah, that's so cute. Thank you so much. Zach, I want to experience my SP, but I'm still not off the apps. Will it hurt my manifestation? Only if you think it will. I mean, and this is where you guys have to be really honest with yourself. Why are you on the applications? Are you there because you're looking for a backup plan? Are you there because you're not giving enough love to yourself and you're feeling lonely and you're trying to fill that void in other areas instead of going to your imagination and giving it to yourself? Or are you doing it just because you know you have the SP and you just want to have fun until it pops up? If that's the case, fine. I would say 99% of the time that's not the case, honestly. But if you are there and you're not lying to yourself and you're authentically giving your attention to your SP in your mind, fine. But if you're not really doing the work and you're sitting there and you're trying to backtrack it and find something else that pops up, you're going to keep dating the same person over and over and over again. It's going to be different face, same person, because they're going to keep reflecting back to you what you're actually assuming about yourself in the world. You will create the same relationship dynamics over and over and over and over and over. I promise you. I promise you. So be honest with yourself. Why are you on the apps? That's why fan subs always had big, long blurbs giving context that we were so long you had to pause. Yeah. Especially in the beginning, it's like translator's notes. I miss those notes, though, because I think with official releases, they don't do that enough. You know what I mean? Like, they don't actually go into it and do, they don't give the context behind it. That's why with the new Sailor Moon translations, do I have one next to me? Yeah, I do. This is the Naoko Takeuchi edition, but they have like the translator notes in the back of the book that give so much more context. And as a language nerd myself and someone who just loves understanding the nuances, especially with Japanese and English, because it's such a vastly different language, I love translation notes. But yeah, that's exactly why. Manifest an SP back after 4 years, but now he is turning cold again. Any advice? You're being cold with yourself. You're being cold with your awareness on him. You expected him to be cold on you based on your assumptions about yourself. Unless I talk to you, again, personally, I'm not going to know where your awareness is and why it's there and how to help you shift it, but you're creating that through your own beliefs. That's literally your own decision, but it seems like some of y'all just don't want to accept that, LOL. Am I saying this right? The Hylian hero? I love you, man. Honestly. How can I wake my husband up? He thinks I am being brainwashed. You don't need to. As Neville says, I mean, people who don't want to get this knowledge at this point and they're not ready for it, you can't force someone to get it. You can't force someone to wake up to this knowledge. See for the blind man, assume that they get it, and eventually they will, but you don't need them to know it. Just don't talk to them about it. Just keep this for your own little self. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Did you say you make techno? No, I wish. I bought a DJ set and then I decided I was either going to do DJing or videos, and I went with the videos and it blew up. How did you like the melodic techno? I think I listened to it a little bit. I can't remember. Shit. Hold on. I'm making a note of this right now, and right after this live, I'm going to listen to it. Because that was probably my ADHD. Melodic techno. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to put it on the light switch to this room. So when I leave the room, I have to take the thing with me, and I'm going to actually put that on my speakers and listen to it. That's it. I am sorry, but I will listen. Hearing success stories from your clients are awesome, but hearing you sharing your own success stories is just another level of awesomeness. So inspiring. It makes me feel like I can do it too. Okay. All right. Guys, I have a lot of success stories. I have a lot of crazy success stories. Because I decided I wanted this life when I was very young. And the life that I was choosing at that time with my awareness was 180 degrees different from where I am now. It's a lovely life. You'll soon prove that it's not just theory, but this is how reality creation works. Yeah, reality seeing. I'm late as well. Could you repeat everything I missed? A bug and a flea. I don't know why I just thought of that the caterpillar from A Bug's Life. I didn't know that, LOL, and you're welcome. I plan on booking with you soon. Love your content. Thank you. I would love to talk to you. I love talking to all of you guys. Honestly, Zach, you're a fantastic teacher. Thank you. Bebo, this is a thank you. I'm curious. I've decided my end and know I'm heading there. Essentially, like I've chosen a Netflix film that only seen the end of. Bebo, did you continue this question? Okay, I wasn't sure if that's a question, but yeah, that's it. You know, once you've made the decision and you've chosen, you're there and you stay there and you don't let your awareness budge from being there. That's it. How do you not check the 3D when you have physical access to them? Constant revision? Well, revision, again, is not, you're not revising or changing anything, okay? You're just choosing. That's it. You're just choosing. So physical access, it doesn't matter. You could see them in your mind and you're just choosing how they're seeing you in that moment. And if they could tell you to go fuck off and die, and you just say, oh my God, you love me so much. And it sounds delusional, but when you actually feel into it, you stop caring about anything showing up, and then you watch them literally meld into how you're being, because it's all love. Sean! Love you, Zach. Love you too, Sean. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Why is everything getting so much worse when I have been diligently visualizing manifesting 25K? My only constant monthly payment stopped, and now I'm homeless with nothing. It's like once I curse the feeling, my 3D becomes cursed. Because, catch the feeling, because when you start assuming something and you start putting your awareness on something new, oftentimes, and a lot of coaches talk about this, the illusion will try to suck you back into the illusion by saying, oh, no, this is what you're really thinking, and it will give you all this bullshit. But that's the moment to choose. That's what Vaneem Zealand talks about in reality transurfing. It's called an induced transition point. You could lose everything and say, this is working out perfectly. I saw somebody one time and they were manifesting a new house. They wanted like the really, really nice house. It wasn't quite a mansion, but it was a really nice house. And their house burned down in a fire. This is not a fake story. Their house literally burned down in a fire. And when it burned down the fire, they gave it the meaning that this is going to lead to exactly what they want. It's all working out perfectly. And it did. The insurance company paid out way more money. They got the exact house they wanted. And it happened within like the span of like 2 months. But if you look at that and you say, this isn't working out, this is all turning to shit, it's going to keep turning to shit, because that's where you're putting your awareness. You, no matter in the midst of all the difficulties, you need to still hold the faith, knowing you are reality and you are the I am and you are consciousness, and it's all perfect. And if you stay there and you keep your awareness there, it must be. I promise you. I know you're going through a very real experience of reality, and I'm not saying that that's not a real experience you're going through. My heart goes out to you, and I'm sending you so much love. But you need to know that it's all you, my friend. It's all you. Okay? I love the idea of you have no past or choosing your past. I feel so bound to things that happen sometimes. I want to be free. Love you. Thank you. Yeah, forest cat. You're free. Picture yourself being a forest cat in the forest, free. I sometimes have a hard time believing that after 5 years, my girlfriend will come back in and out sometimes with belief. But sunshine, that's you. I've seen people with SPs come back after 15 years. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you saying that, Zach. I've actually started my own channel and go blah, 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 blah. Dude, yeah, we should do a live sometime. Honestly, you're amazing. You're just amazing. You're amazing. Yep. 100%. Guys, I'm starting to fade. We've been here. I was going to stay on here for an hour. We're at 63 minutes. 64 minutes. So I'm going to be leaving soon because I'm starting to like literally fall asleep. My automatic thoughts. Zach, can you recommend a good book about manifestation or being I am? Okay, guys, I'm going to take like 5 more questions and then I'm going to go. The books that I recommend. I have next to me a lot of books, and I have a lot of books on my Kindle. I Am Discourses is a really powerful book. This book, I can't remember. This one has good affirmations, but a lot of them, the thing is, they don't go into like being reality. That's the issue that I have with it. So, The Power of Awareness, anything by Neville Goddard, obviously. Joseph Murphy has a lot of good books. The Cosmic Power Within You, although you are the cosmic power. Within You is the power. I used to really like Letting Go by David Hawkins back when another coach, that was all he talked about. And it's great, but again, the scale of consciousness is you're creating it within yourself. Joseph Murphy, The Cosmic Energizer. I have anything else? I think those might be all of my paperback books. I don't know if I have anything else. I have a lot of books I'd have to go through. I'd have to go through on my Kindle itself, which I don't have in front of me, but there's a lot. But Neville Goddard, start there. Just start there, guys. Start there. Can you recommend a good book? Thank you so much for putting so much effort into answering me. I actually have tears in my eyes. God bless you. You guys are all awesome. Belia, you're awesome. The Hylian Hero, you're awesome. You guys are awesome. Sunshine Mantis, blah, 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 blah. You're typing this in question. Yes, you, for what? Trying to say with Luminous Space, decided my outcome and know the scenes are playing out, leading me there. Like, I know the end of the movie, but I haven't seen the film. But here's the thing, people. You have seen the film. You're choosing the film. You've seen the film right now. You're choosing. All you're doing, the film's already written, the script's already written, the movie's already written in energetic potential. That's where you use your imagination to go there. And then once you go there and you put your awareness there and say, this is my reality, this is what I've experienced, knowing that it has no choice but to unfold in your 3D experience, that's where you go. You put your mind there and you go there. That's it, guys. What time is it there? I can't check, but did my air conditioner tell me? No, because it's not set correctly. It's got to be at least midnight. I started live at 11, so it's past midnight. Seen the film. My automatic thoughts and oh, guys, we have a visitor. Thank you, visitor. Bro, I'm sending you so much love. I will reach out soon to you. Thank you for all that you do for all of us. We are so lucky to have you here, there to strengthen us all. I'm so happy to be here, guys. Okay, so Japan is always 13 hours ahead of EST, if that helps. It is, unless you're in daylight savings, then it's 14 hours, which makes things more difficult. Where'd our little visitor go? Rama, Rama, Rama. I was gonna end the live with hold on. Let me see if I can grab him. We'll end the live with Ranma. How about that? Hold on 1 second, guys. Hi, baby. All right, guys. Here's my little miracle cat. Hey, Ranma. See my babies. Babies. Can you say hi to everybody? Blah. Mama. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? He looks so, like, afraid. Oh, he's looking at the stars on the ceiling. Where'd you go, baby? Oh my god, that cat is so cute. Can you do an SP meditation one day? Sure. I wasn't sure if my voice was good enough for meditation. I'll record my voice and I'll be like, oh god, I don't know how soothing it is, but I can try. I'll love him. Your story with him inspired me to heal my kitty overnight too. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We love you and Norma. Okay, guys. I love you all. I'm going to go, and this will be posted, I'm sure. Thank you for everyone who sent me everything. I love all of you guys. I love all of you so much. Honestly, like, I love. He's healthy and I wasn't crazy. Yeah, because you decided it's perfect. I love you all. If you need me, you know how to reach out to me. I will have a video coming up, I think, tomorrow night. Or I guess tonight, because we're at midnight now. But it should come out in the morning time for EST and PDT. So that's one video coming out. I have so many ideas, and I'm getting, like, now that I'm getting back in the rhythm, there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming out. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a good night, day, weekend, and I will talk to you guys again. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Good night. Love you too, Stephanie. All right. Good night.